Hello. So, how are you doing with last week's assignment? Have you abandoned society's idea as to what success should look like? Are you listening to your own life or are you having problems? Well, I got an email last week from a young lady who said that she didn't know what to look for when listening to her own life. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. But before we get started, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sylvia Duncan. I am your life detox coach. I help people clear the clutter from their past to live a life that is happy and whole. And you can find out more by visiting my website at www.sylviaduncan.com. So, what should you look for when listening to your life? Well, before I answer that, I want to ask you to do something that I asked you to do last week, but I want you to do it in a different way this week. I want to ask you to abandon your own preconceived ideas and notions as to what your success and your purpose should look like. And the reason I want you to do that is that I want you to be open to receive what your life has to say and what your spirit has to say. I want you to be open to receive that. Too many times we are so full of what we think things should be and our own ideas and our own notions and our own clutter and our own clatter that we can't really hear what our spirit is saying, what our life is saying. So I want you to just abandon all of that and be open to receive what you hear. Second thing is that I want you to know, I was going to say consider, but no, I want you to know that your purpose is found on the other side of service to others. Your purpose is found on the other side of service to others. Oftentimes we think that serving others is not where our purpose could be. Our purpose is in some big thing, but the truth of the matter is whatever you do, it is, if it's a true purpose, if it's something that truly is from God, it's in serving others, right? So I want you to be open to receive what your spirit has to say, and I want you to also be open to the idea that your purpose is on the other side of serving others. So what should you look for? Well, have you ever been in a situation where you saw an injustice and you just felt like, you know what, this makes me so angry. This is wrong. And if I could, I would do blank, right? You would do what? You would do something to correct that injustice, right? Well, I want you to consider that that could be your life speaking to you. And I'll just give you an example from my own life. I grew up in a home witnessing domestic violence. And because of that, I developed a lot of self-limiting ideas, self-limiting behaviors that kept me stuck, such as low self-esteem, low self-confidence, and inferiority that truly kept me stuck. And from moving forward into the life I desired, into the life that God had for me. And so I found a way to break free from those self-limiting behaviors. And when I did, I realized that they had truly altered the course of my life. And I became indignant. I became angry at the fact that something from my past kept me from moving forward into the life that God originally had for me. And so I decided that I would spend my life working with others to help them move past their past so that they can walk fully in the life that God has for me. I mean, it really gets my goat when I see people that are not living up to their full potential, that are not walking in their greatness. And I know it's because of something that happened to them in their past. Well, I considered that an injustice, and I considered a way to correct that injustice. And the way that I do that is helping people understand that they are not their past, that God has a purpose and a plan for their lives, and that they are well able and capable of living out that purpose in their plan. And so that's how I correct it, hence why I'm called the Life Detox Coach. Well, I want you to consider that as you look over your life, if there's an injustice, this is the one thing that you can look for, that there possibly is something in that for you, that you could correct an injustice, especially if you have a desire to do so, that injustice could be, correcting that injustice could be the purpose for your life. And if you are not open to that, you would never know that. And so that's why I want you to clear away any idea, any preconceived idea you may have as to what success will look like for you. And I want you to open yourself up to that, right? And so this week we talked about injustices. Next week we'll talk about something else. But right now I want you to focus on that. Is there an injustice that you've always wanted to correct? If so, how would you correct it? How would you do it in a way that you are serving others? Think about that. And I want you to send me an email and let's talk about it. You can email me at sylvia@theDuncanApproach.com and let's discuss it. Maybe there's something that I can help you with. Until then, have a wonderful week and grace and peace.